What's up, y'all? It's the Been There Doing That podcast, and we're here at the beach with my man Kyle Cronin, aka DJ Quikdish.
Yep.
And we are ready to rock and roll. Before we jump into this whole thing, very excited I'm excited that we're at the beach because
beautiful.
Not only are we recording a podcast, but it's a beautiful day, Memorial Day weekend, and it's just perfect out. But I want to start by sharing how I even ran into you and how we do this all got set up. This is just so serendipitous, all right? Because those who were following the podcast, you know, Sadie was just on and Mark. So I was in Philly that weekend. And I was at the bar with Sadie, and then there was a seat at the bar. We needed a seat, so I just turned, and we're just like, yo, can we use this seat? And we look up, and it was you and Drew.
Yeah.
And we grew up together. Like, we might have not seen each other for over 10 years. I don't know.
Almost 10 years plus. Yeah.
Plus. And I don't know the last time I saw you, but like we grew up in the same area, the skating, the beach vibes, all that. And then that night, not only did we just like re-engage and hang out a little bit, we just went on for the whole night hanging out, just having a
whole night bender,
night.
penalty box,
and this
meeting house.
Exactly. And I was just like, I was telling you about the podcast, and I was so stoked and appreciated because you were like my number one fan. We were being strangers. You're like, yo, you should be on this podcast.
First of all, you need to get that guy on.
I'm gonna get
that broke his
whole
body. Literally, he was like saying how he was like a motorcycle, like a motocross guy, broke every single bone in his body, and he's back at it. He's like, I want that trophy.
Coming back to life, and I'm like, bro, what happened? Like, was it like multiple accidents? He's like, just one bad accident, and you're like, dude, get him on. So I got his number.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
so,
please do, because that guy was awesome.
That guy was awesome, bro. But we're just getting the swing of this podcast, and as you know, I'm just trying to do it in the environment of the people. So for this one, you know, you're a surfer, you do awesome stuff, DJ and vinyls. So we start at the beach. We're gonna make our way to you showing us some vinyls. But why don't you kick us off? Give us a little introduction.
Yeah.
Who are you, and what do you love doing?
Yeah, man. So my name is Kyle, DJ Quikdish. I've been living around this area, Ocean Grove, for the past 10 years now. It's like one of my favorite cities in the world because we got Asbury Park right next door. Walk right into town. We have surfing, bars, live music, the Stone Pony, DJs, you name it. It's got everything you want in like such a small little area. And the train to the city, where Brent can just hop right on last night and saw our set. Yep, hop on down. So it was beautiful. It's like great. It all started like probably I just graduated with my master's in occupational therapy. So for all those years previously, I was a broke-ass college student. Like, I had just, like, McDoubles, like...
Those shits are banging.
Dude,
I love a good McDouble.
Don't hate on the McDouble, but when it used to be $1.
True, that was when it was safe, bro. Now they're like $2.25. Like, well, who do you think you are?
Yeah, if not more. Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm chicken. Like, living on that budget life. I just graduated, my master's in occupational therapy. So, finally getting a real paycheck. I was, like... Before I got my license, I started bartending, and that's how I met my wife Amanda over in Barbaro. Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza, shout out. That was like,
Anthony's Coal Fire,
dude,
bro.
that was
banging,
dude. Martinis and pizza and meatballs, and it was like,
What more can you ask for?
Yeah,
what more do we even want in this
life? What more can you ask for? And it was just like, the Marlboro area just brought in like a bunch of like Staten Island crowd that tipped good. All you had to do is just go with the flow.
Be awesome.
Just
be yourself.
Yeah. So it afforded me the ability to have some little like spare cash.
Right.
And I never had that before. So I was able to I've always had surfing and hobbies and stuff like that. And I was able to find a record player at a flea market right around here in Ocean Grove.
Did you go there looking for a record player? Or did that record player like find you?
It found me. And it was like literally across the street from our apartment. Brought it home.
You're like, this is
cool. Yeah, I got some vinyls from my parents because they had a cool collection back in the day. They've always been into music, which is awesome. I always grew up like kind of being surrounded by good music and like classic, Neil Young, De La Soul, Bob Dylan, Janis Joplin, like all the good stuff.
This, kids don't know about like CDs and vinyls these days, cassette tapes even, bro.
Yeah, so they introduced me to all that good stuff, but when we're like punk little skateboarders and shit like that. I was like, I don't want to listen to this
like,
shit.
fuck this,
I want to
metal,
like
bro.
anti-flag and
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
like all
Black flag,
yeah,
no
like,
effects.
yeah, like all that like kind of like that little skater punk stuff. But like as I got older, I was able to kind of appreciate all the stuff that my parents turned me on to back in the day. So they were able to kind of give me some records, and it was just a fun hobby at first. Like you just like hung out, listen to music in the apartment in Ocean Grove, make some drinks, walk into town, and then one day I was able to walk into Holdfast Records. There was a shop in Cookman Avenue. The owner Joe, super cool dude, but it was a vibe where like nothing I've ever seen before. He had so much imported from Jamaica, so he constantly, like maybe like yearly or biannually, like goes down to Jamaica.
So
he's in the mix. He's like goes down there, goes to have security, goes to like all these like Studio Ones, like all like the craziest like digging spots that you can only imagine. And pulls the records and brings them back, and then shares them with the public, but at a price that is like you're flipping. He's constantly kind of just putting stuff out there, and he has no attachment to it, and he's able to kind of just like create a vibe. Because if you had a shop like that in Brooklyn, or if you had something like that with someone who is not on that same wavelength, you'd be like, okay, this one is $150. Because
you can count, especially if you're traveling for that, like, and coming back, you can easily like make that out there.
So he was like such a like cool dude to be able to kind of like mentor me, teach me about like reggae vinyls, and really just like totally expand my whole.
So he just kind of took you under his wing. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it was really nice, and since then it's just built like a really cool relationship. And one of the greatest things about that shop was they used to have, they still do because he does like record shows, but they had an infamous dollar bin. So there would be like a dollar bin filled with like records that are like either like
for $1.
Yeah, but they're like rare ones, like
that's cheaper than a McDouble.
That is like literally cheaper than a McDouble now. So like, but like some shops do that. They have a dollar bin. But so his was like next level.
It was like a good
It was like
bin.
Stuff that people would be selling for
You're like,
20,
why
30.
Is this $1?
It would have like maybe like one minor little defect, maybe the cover. I don't give a fuck about the cover.
Yeah,
as long as it plays, like the music is good, like that's all that matters to me. So I was able to build up a really eclectic collection from that dollar bin, just like always hitting it, always like lining up after the store, like before they even opened up, like you'll see, like if you ever went to the shows, it's insane. Like there's like a line down the block to try to hit this thing.
So it's like how often are these things? Is it like a pop up shop situation kind of?
So now he does like kind of like pop up like record shows like in Jersey City, around here, and it's like honestly, it's to the point where now he just like whatever he does, like doing it. It's like
see, he's living life the right way. But I was just like, it's just on my terms. I'm just having fun with this.
Yes, exactly. So like because the shop just became too much. You have like people that come in, they're like. You just asking like ridiculous questions or like bothering you or haggling you, and it's just like wasn't
like,
about.
I'm just trying to vibe, right? You guys are killing my flow.
Yeah. So it's been like that's how I was really able to build an eclectic collection because like it's stuff that maybe I would like not like pull initially, but it was $1, so it's like here, even if it's one or two songs, even if it's something that I want to like maybe in the future sample or like kind of like make a beat out of or like just use for this break or something like that, I was able to kind of like put that into the collection, and then like whereas like I may not have that opportunity elsewhere.
Right.
But since then, it's been really just been like building my ear, being able to like kind of go to record shops across the world, all over the state, going to flea markets and Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace.
Really
like
dove into this.
Totally dove into it. So it was always just about like just like listening to the music initially. And then over the past 5 years, I've really kind of transformed to trying to wind to DJ and put that on.
Awesome. I want to dive into that in a second, but first I want to rewind a little bit. Back to your college years. You know, we all know what it's like, the broke years. You know, you're having the time of your life, not $1 to your name, but you're like, yo, McDouble, I'm happy, we're good.
Great.
So when you were in that, like when you're getting your master's occupational therapy, like what was your mindset then as far as like your life and like what you wanted to do? Like were you just thinking, I wanted to just be a therapist, or were you thinking you needed some more to kind of be fulfilled? What was your mindset at that time and kind of your goals?
Yeah, so like growing up, like obviously like we had skating, surfing, And then kind of like, I don't know, like my idol was always Anthony Bourdain, bro. Like he,
I love that
dude, like he was such a big influence to me because like not only does he like vibe with like literature and music and traveling the world, culture, and always like went into a place with no biases. Like
so the dive bar was like the gangsters, like the chefs, like
anyone, like you know what I mean. He'll talk to anybody, and that's kind of the mindset I have in life too. Is like you just like you can't have any preconceived notions. Like you really just gotta kind of be able to go in with an open mind, and that's even it relates to like all my things in my life, in occupational therapy, DJing, everything.
Just
it's
have
like
an open mind until it feels not like I say always just follow your gut. Like your intuition's usually pretty strong, right? So it's like as long as it feels good, keep seeing that through. If you start getting that off feeling, that's when it's like, all right, maybe this is not the right person or not the right path, right?
So it's like just like really just like kind of always going into things with an open mind because like even in like therapy, like now I work at a hospital, you read like a rap sheet of like what their conditions are, like what happened, but like you could obviously have some preconceived notions when you like go into the and immediately then it's totally different than when you experience it. So it's like always just like kind of opening up to an open mind. So I guess going back to what you were saying is like, did I see myself just being a therapist or being more? I always wanted to travel. So like I wanted that therapy to be able to allow me to travel, and then the travel brought me to records and their so
sick,
yeah.
Dude. So how tell us about DJ Quikdish, bro. Where was Quikdish born, bro?
Quikdish originated from college. Living with Kurt and Dave. You know Kurt.
I know Kurt. Dave Burns?
Yeah, Dave Burns.
Nice.
Yeah. So we had like veteran at Rutgers, and Dave would have like Brief and Easy, where we used to have a couple shows there back in the day, but he's always just like a kind of like just a musical savant guy playing the piano, doing different
he was doing live stuff too?
Yeah. Cool. And he had a big ass speaker that we would just like bump music all the time in our little shitty apartment on Harvey Street. And I don't know, like one time we were like, I was just doing the dishes, I was like clicking it, and it was like DJ Quikdish, bro. And it kind of just like stuck with it since, so it was pretty good. And we DJ'd a couple parties, like in Rutgers, not mine obviously. It was just like a laptop or there was one time where I like couldn't even like hook the laptop up. I was doing it on my iTouch, but I had the laptop opened up so it looked like I was on a laptop, and not just doing it on an iTouch. And then
you like pretended
I was literally like that. And
hiding it.
Somebody came. It was like I was about to say I like your music, and then they like looked behind it and was like, "Wait, what the fuck are you doing?"
Get away from! Don't tell anyone, bro. Get away from here. Just leave right now.
Yeah, exactly. So that was like kind of where it happened. Then grad school, but now like kind of bringing it full circle.
Sick, dude. Do you have any specific standout memories from those DJ days of Rutgers? Any wild stories? Anything?
There was one time when we like threw a pretty fun party, and the cops got called multiple times. Where like they were just like turn it the fuck down, and then we would turn it down, and then like 2 seconds later, it was like just we gotta put the major laser back on, and then we just like.
You're like, this is too quiet, man. Turn it up.
Yeah, so like that's kind of the problem sometimes. Because I just like loud music. Like I just like when you go to like just like if you feel it, when you feel the vibration and like you're like kind of like immersed in the experience.
You're like,
and
you feel it in your guts. You feel the bass. Like I feel it like my soul.
And that kind of even like relates to like going forward and like enjoying reggae music because like they create crazy sound systems. So they're like one of their main things like building speakers and just having like a huge wall of sound and just like playing like these bass heavy like tracks that are like that you really feel that really hit. So I was like those good memories.
That's awesome. That's fun. Yeah. So alright, so occupational therapy, you found the vinyl, you're exploring, you're like really starting to fall in love with this whole like scene and lifestyle. So in that moment, did you kind of know you wanted to start like doing some vinyl sets, or were you just really enjoying it for yourself? And like, I guess the question is, what led to the progression of kind of what brought you to what you're doing today?
So, it's like it was always just like listening to music in the house, like hanging out with my wife, hanging out with friends. Like I would like people would come over, DJ sets. I only had one deck, so I would literally just be like playing music, flipping it, pulling from the collection, and then about 4 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I don't know. Time flies. But,
Exactly. Sometimes I'm like 2 years ago, and it actually was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's moving fast. It's moving real fast out here.
The bar right here in Asbury, the best bar, Bond Street Bar. Yes. If you know, you know.
By the way, if you want some water, help us out.
They posted open vinyl DJ night. So
Ooh,
yeah,
cool.
every third Wednesday, it was like one of the first ones I did. It was open vinyl DJ night, 7 to 12. Everyone does a half-hour set, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, wow, this is something that this is like a chance for me to be able to kind of put all that stuff that I'm wanting to be pulling from the dollar bins, from traveling, from listening to like that, just diverse. I've always wanted to DJ, and I was like, I never had the decks to do it or the opportunity. I was like, this seems like the perfect thing.
Like that's a scene from the movie where you see like that poster, like open DJ, and they're like, dude,
this is my moment. So I got on, I emailed the guy. He's like, no problem, we'll get you on. And this is like, so I don't know what was the pandemic. This is like literally when everything started to come back from the pandemic.
And like the return.
This is a little bit of the return when it was still 6 feet apart. When literally like
social distance DJ say, like everyone, you have room to dance at least.
So and I really like haven't. There wasn't any shit going on lately, so like this was like such a cool thing to be able to kind of like bring me back into like everything that is. So I didn't know shit, so I just brought a stack of records. I was literally
bound. Nervous? Like, what was your mindset going into this first
I was very nervous. Yeah, because when I went downstairs, like it was held. The first one was held in the Bond Street basement, and I was like, as soon as I was walking downstairs, I just heard such cool tunes, and I was like, shit,
good. They got a good thing going on. I better not fuck this up.
And it was all people that have done it before, and were like kind of like seasoned DJs. But the beautiful part is they accepted you like right away.
That's the best. You gotta have a welcoming community.
Yeah. So the guy who was running Bond Street at the time, Casey, he like welcomed me in. Was like, not a problem. Like, this is how you work the mixer. Like, you can borrow my headphones, whatever.
That's so good to have. Even if just one person like that changes the whole. Like, it gets you so much more comfortable. It's like, I think everything's gonna be okay. Like, we're gonna someone's got my back.
Yeah, and you need that because like I just had a stack of records. I never like bounced between them. I mean, it's not that hard. Like if you think about it,
to me it seems impossible. I saw you last night. I was like, whoa.
It was like it's gotten to the point where now it's like come second nature to me. Like not second nature, but like. I'm able to kind of just like pull as it go. But like that first set, that 30-minute set, I literally for like a week or two was just like practicing, like pulling records, like picking exact, like try to make it exactly 30 minutes, like being able to incorporate all the genres I wanted. I wanted to do like punk, I wanted to do reggae, I wanted to do hip hop, and I wanted to make it all blend. So I was like just like on YouTube, like back and forth between like songs I had, like trying to like having two tabs open, trying to see if it would blend into.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because I'm wondering how that blending like punk into reggae, like it can be, but that's like that's very.
Well, let's even look at the shirt you got there. Kind of like that like that's NJ Skate Shop,
but it's Bad Brains.
Bad Brains. Bad Brains got that punk reggae vibes to it. So like being able to kind of incorporate like. Because there's such a like kind of like coexistence between punk and reggae, which is like and dub, which is like kind of like
the same underlying like foundation of the song, right?
Yeah, so it's just really just like kind of you're able to kind of just like think about it in your head and like how am I going to be able to like put in my own spin on this and like bring something new to the table because like you want like you're obviously just playing songs that maybe people hear or not heard, but like how are you going to make it unique? So I've always like trying to want to like. Just like put my own spin on it. So
you're saying your secret sauce.
Yeah, a little secret sauce. So it was cool. Like, and then through that community, it's been going on for like 3+ years now. I have met so many, like all my friends, in Asbury are all just like hot waxers. Like shout out to Hot Wax. We got the fucking
what's Hot Wax, bro?
That was the thing. That was the Hot Wax was the first night the vinyl DJ thing.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So that kicked it all off, bro. That kicked it all off.
That was exhilarating, and I just like every month I would. Like they did every third Wednesday, I would be like, I'm in.
This is my shit. Make it a habit. And you got more comfortable as you went?
And I got more comfortable as I went. Like at first I had to like write down like what tracks I was playing like beforehand. Now it's just go bring a stack of records and then be able to kind of do it. But and through that community, that's the people who really pushed me to be able to get my own decks. I like get my own like equipment and everything like that. Shout out to my boy Dusty Dubs. Johnny, bro, yo, he like literally like sent me stuff on OfferUp. It was like, yo, these are 2 decks. They're in a storage unit in Brooklyn. They're like $400. Go buy them.
Go get them now.
Go get them now. And I was always like apprehensive because you were in my apartment before. It's a little 1-bedroom. It's by the beach. Like I love my wife. I don't want to just like kind of
take over the whole spot. You're like, this is the studio.
Yeah. But we're always like waiting to like maybe get a house and stuff like that. But like you just gotta take the opportunities when
sometimes
they come.
you don't wait. Sometimes you gotta do, because sometimes you can wait and then you keep the same. Well, when that next thing happens, then I'll do it. Like sometimes you just gotta, all things considered, be considerate of your wife as well. But it sounds like she was supportive of this as well.
Very supportive, and like you just gotta take the deep. And I think like even like in your other podcast, you said like a lot of like everyone, the kind of vibe was just like you have to take that leap and kind of just like immerse yourself in whatever you want to do, and then whatever makes you happy. You know what I mean? Like in the end, like life is short. Like,
exactly. Don't like be like, oh, what are people gonna think of me if I DJ? Is it like I don't fucking care?
Who cares? Like exactly. It's just like you really just gotta kind of push yourself and be able to kind of, like how you said, step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, which you did because you were super nervous at first, but you're like, you know what, I'm just doing it. So, did you have any part of your head where you're like, I might bail, or were you like, I'm absolutely doing this no matter how scared I am?
No, absolutely doing
it. You do it 100%. That's you got. I feel like people got to decide that and make that definitive decision, and then from there, you can get as uncomfortable or scared as you want, but you know, like you made the decision. I'm definitely doing this. If you go in where you're like, maybe if I get too scared, I'll back out. Like you got to just be like, I'm doing this.
And then that's where like the repetition and the practice comes on. Like I literally like had my whole thing written it out to the T of like what 30 minutes is going to be, and really like kind of like honed in on what I wanted and be able to manifest that. And that's why you're not scared when you have like when you're prepared, you're not scared. So like
when prepared and not scared. Yo, AI, name the podcast episode that. It doesn't listen to me all the time. It's just like, prepared and not scared. I like that.
Yeah. So that's really kind of where it is. And through that, like you really kind of able to just like build a sick ass community. Like everyone helps each other out. Everyone kind of just like I don't know,
just supporting each other, having each other's back. You know that's it. You got to just immerse yourself. Sometimes you just like, you know what, like you said, life's short.
Just do
the fucking thing.
Do the thing, man.
And also
don't wait.
Some people. I feel like opportunity crosses every human on this earth, and just majority of people are blind to it because maybe they're in like the blinders of like, all right, I work my job, I got to raise my kid, like this is what society has to do. So I feel like these opportunities come across and people just don't see it. Like you saw that sign and you like saw the opportunity. So it's just about like everyone gets opportunities. Like, are you willing to, when you see that, are you willing to go for it? And that's like you got to seize the opportunity. Cause
it is completely true because you really got seize the opportunity, but also you like it's a tough like even like kind of like in like I don't know like maybe like even like DJ really you want to like seize an opportunity, but you don't want to like you only have so many opportunities,
right?
So if you fuck it up,
they're few and far between.
If you mess it up, it's like you might not get that opportunity.
Some people might just get one opportunity.
Exactly.
So you better fucking take it.
You better take it, but also you better be prepared and do it right. Because if you fuck that one up, then it's like
then you're just back to your life, and you probably live in regret. Because I know myself, if I like don't go for it, I can't sleep. I'm just like, I should have done that. You don't want to live with that feeling. Then you're on your deathbed one day, you're like, I should have done that thing.
No.
Never lay in your deathbed with any sort of shoulda, woulda, coulda, bro. Just fucking. The way I see life is just keep sending it.
Yeah.
If you fail, just get up and just keep full send, bro. You gotta full send that shit.
So it's nice to be by the beach. Like this is our surfing beach. This is Ocean Grove, New Jersey. This is like one of the.
Tell us a little bit about Ocean Grove, by the way, and then we're going to jump into last night's set. But tell us about this area.
So it's a very unique little town, obviously. Maybe not, obviously, because you might not know, but like this is the first year that you're allowed on the beach before 12 o'clock on a Sunday. So it's a very,
and you guys don't have bars. Right?
Yeah, no bars. It's dry town. The church like has a big influence. I'm not religious, but and neither are a lot of people here, but it still has a lot of like kind of influence on the town. So ever since its conception, like you were not allowed on the beach before noon on a Sunday.
You're like,
which is nuts. It would be like 90 degrees on an August thing.
And you gotta wait for everyone else to get out
all week on a Monday through Friday. And then there's a fucking like a beach badge checker saying, no, you can't go on before 12. And it was like,
because someone else is praying. You're like, but dude, I'm not. And I just want to go on the beach.
I just want to go on the beach. Yeah. So there has been instances where I've had there's like a perfect 3 to 4 foot wave like on the beach, and there would be like a little like badge checker like, sorry,
a little like high school,
yeah, a little high school, and I'm like, she's like, you can't go on the beach. I'm like, I'm sorry, but we're just pushing.
I absolutely am going on the beach.
Absolutely am going in the water. Yeah,
like, but I'm doing this.
And yes, there's
just
no
like,
way.
oh well,
they can hang on the shore because I'm going to go catch some waves. That's ridiculous.
I know, dude. Wow, that's so funny. Like, hey, that's. Sometimes opportunities find you, and sometimes you got to make opportunities. It shows that I am surfing, and this little lifeguard is not going to stop me.
No,
your job is to save my life, not to stop me from having a good time.
Yeah, and I appreciate you, but like, come on, yeah.
So they changed it this year. How's the vibe change been? It was a little controversial.
It's a little controversial. It's kind of funny because like. Older people love Facebook. Older people love.
Everyone's an uncle. Everyone's all the boomers. They love Facebook.
And my wife is a part of like a Facebook Ocean Grove group, and like constantly just PC. I can't believe what they did to our little quiet beach town.
You're like, dude, we're just surfing at 10 a.m. on Sunday. We're not partying.
Or like even like going to the beach at 10 o'clock. If you just want to sit on the beach, like you don't have to surf. Like if you just like worked all week, and like there's so much like drama back and forth between on these Facebook groups that like she kind of like fills me in on the tea.
Just empty nesters. You got nothing better. Just like, guys, why don't you just think about it? Why don't you have your church on the beach?
Jesus loves the ocean.
Jesus loves the beach. Jesus gave us the ocean. Jesus wants me to catch the gnarliest wave out there.
He would. He'd want me to hang 10, bro.
He would want Jesus hangs 10, bro. Jesus totally hangs 10.
Jesus hangs 10, and like, you want to be on the beach. So
100%, bro. But the good thing about the fact that that's all happening is that it's not very crowded here, which I love, because, you know, Asbury, Bradley, like, they're like stacked. So we got a nice little hidden gem. We got a studio here.
Yeah, we got a little studio.
God gave us the studio.
God gave us the studio, and it's working out perfect. We have like a little chill vibe back here. There's waves. You can hear the seagull. Oh man, yeah, it's like it's beautiful. So, and it's one of those towns that like Asbury's busy. It's not just a beach town. It's busy throughout the winter time.
Right.
So it's nice. There's a music scene always going on. So it's always like such nice to be able to like walk in and just like hang out and not have a completely dead. Because we grew up around Seaside.
Right. Seaside was our jam growing up.
Seaside was our jam growing up.
Street,
dude. Seaside, Lavalette, Bradley, but those
Island Beach State Park.
But those towns, they completely die in the winter time.
Yeah, it's nothing. Like it's nothing at all.
And that is like. It's all the hotels turn to Section 8 housing. It's bad.
Sure, yeah, exactly.
It's like not the vibe.
And everyone's like, "Oh, Jersey Shore." I'm like, dude, you don't know the half of it.
Yeah. So before I was like, when I was doing like trying to like in regular grad school, like undergrad and stuff like that, I was like still trying to figure out what I wanted to do.
Right.
So I was a rent-a-cop on the boardwalk.
I was
a rent-a-cop on the boardwalk.
Nick's Rocco, dude.
Yeah, dude, Nick's Rocco, bro.
Shout out Nick, dude.
Shout out Nick's Rocco, bro.
Yes.
We love
detective
you.
now.
Yeah, oh, nice, dude. Yeah, Derek Mayer, Nick's Rocco.
Yes, Derek. Oh, man, you're a rent-a-cop. I didn't know that, dude.
Yeah, so
how was that? All right,
oh, my God.
I need to
that was fun.
For a second.
That was pretty good. We were just literally like, it was when Jersey Shore was going on.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, so we had to do like security outside the house. This is when like Karma and Bamboo were still around.
Oh, dude, did you get some tussles over there or what?
One time I had like a couple tussles. We were like, there was a big blowout fight over like the free showers they have at the beach.
Yeah.
This one bitch started shampooing her hair, doing like a full on blown like not a sand rinse.
Proper BYOS.
Yeah, literally was like bringing the shampoo, bringing the loofah, like hanging out. Like the lady behind her was not having it.
Oh no,
not at all.
I love where this is going.
So a full out like woman fight broke out. I'm trying to like get people apart. Like tits are falling out, but not the ones you want to see.
Jersey Shore, dude. What? Little kids like my first pair of titties.
Yeah, so that was fun. Talking about just like Section 8 and like Seaside, like towards the end of the summer, like there was like one time we had to like serve a warrant or something like that in the house. The dude's like, It was actually pretty cool, I guess, because like he was like hanging out. We like knocked on the door, just like, oh, please open up. They were like, open. We finally got in. Dude just sitting there drinking a 40 in his boxers watching SpongeBob. I was like, damn,
like, can I join you, bro?
I got another one.
you got an old English for your boy, bro? I'm off at 8, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, so
That's
Seaside's like
so
such a fun town, and great DJs and stuff like that too.
If we're like Bamboo,
Aztec, Jack and Bill's back in the day, bro. True, yeah, that was like the vibe too. So
Seaside's always the roots,
dude.
Bro.
Seaside, like growing up in Seaside area was like just like a good ass time in the summer, like
100%.
Yeah.
Dude.
So anybody doesn't know, Seaside, was it Seaside Tony, bro? The fucking cheesesteak, steaks unlimited.
Oh, yeah, steaks unlimited,
with
bro.
The cheese balls.
The cheese balls, dude.
Riggers,
bro. Forever. That's like
Riggers
$2 beer. You got like only people like 80 years or up, or like you and your 20-year-old friends.
Yeah,
it's like, and just like the jukebox is like, that's a vibe, bro.
Well, talking about Riggers, like one time, like me and my younger brother, like Seaside, stayed out all night, like partying with the friends. Riggers opens at like what, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., something like that for the Breakfast Club. We went straight there.
You all-nighter?
All-nighter, then went into Riggers.
We're keeping it going, bro.
Just keep it going to the point then like maybe like midday, went on the beach, just like passed out, but passed out too hard. The fucking the cop kicked us. We were like calling like full colors, just like get the fuck out of town. So
like, you guys gotta scram.
Yeah, you just gotta scram. So we just started walking. Both our phones are dead.
Were you like across still or hungover? Where were you at?
Like just buzzing, buzzing, walking over the Seaside Bridge, just like trying to like make it all the way back to Bayville. Yeah.
You're walking back to Bayville.
Yeah. Well, we'd have no phones, like nothing. This is like before like iPhones and stuff like that.
True. The early days.
The early days. Finally, we found some kids like playing pickup basketball on the streets, and then we used their phone. Called Derek Mayer.
Derek came through.
Derek came through, picked us up at the Taco Bell on 37. It was pretty.
I used to work with Derek at ShopRite, bro. To talk about 37, that is a classic beach snack, bro. That or Wawa. If you want, I got listeners, by the way, in like Argentina, and like Egypt and Colombia. If you're listening to this, you're getting a taste of the Jersey Shore right now.
Yeah, this is like Jersey Shore, you guys.
This is Jersey Shore edition, bro.
It's just like growing up around like a summer beach surfing, just like
how did that affect your how that actually segues into a question I was gonna ask already, which is like how does that affect your mindset like to this day? Because I know like it affected me in a way where it's kind of like I live in Brooklyn now. Life gets crazy, a lot of like chaos and hectic. But I come back to the ocean, and I always think about the ocean in the way I like think about life and my mindset. Like when I'm going like through real lows, like in life or business, or I'm always thinking like, yo, this is just like the tides and like the wave. Like it's gonna come back. It always comes in and out.
Yeah. The ocean is just so grounding. It's just such a force of nature, and you can
never beat it, bro. It will always win.
Like always, just like when you're in the ocean, it's just like a very meditative experience for me, and like just being able to kind of like have that experience, just be able to feel the ocean, just feel the waves, feel the momentum.
Yeah, exactly. The up and down. It's kind of like that's how life is. It like really correlates to the human experience.
And it really like if you're having a bad day, you can just sit here and just see how like small you are in the big picture of the world, and just sit here and just think how lucky you are to be so close. Like there's people out in the middle of the fucking United States. Shout out to like Ohio or wherever.
Like Kentucky, bro.
That people have never even seen an ocean.
Exactly.
It's crazy to me that we have this opportunity, and that not everyone takes full advantage of like being able to kind of have this beautiful kind of
most meditative thing in the world, bro. It's like I have like a whole scene of the ocean on my chest because that's like my happy place, bro.
It is, man. It's something that you could go back to time in, time out. Like my parents, like always used to bring us to the beach. Like
memories when we were little kids. I was on my dad's shoulders going out in the waves, like going up and down. So like,
that's, like, my god, yeah. Like so we've always been boogie boarding, skateboarding, just eating shit, like fucking just smash.
And like wet sand is not comfy, bro.
Yeah, no.
When you're flying like that, you scrape. Bro. That's like road
And and when you're a kid, you're just trying to get as much speed as possible. You're
exactly.
You're literally going full speed into
so,
like a wave and like just get smashed.
What if you get it right, bro? What I would do is I would send it into a wave, and then you hit the wave right at that point. Your body goes flying, like projectile. You just go like 10 feet in the air. And I love that.
And you're just like flying, and
you feel like
not a care in the world.
Exactly, you're in the sky, bro. That is the best feeling, dude.
Yeah. So now it's nice because like now I surf and I don't skate anymore. Cause like I was never that great to skate to begin with. Like my boy Drew, you guys, Drew's good skater.
Really good skater.
I was always just like maybe do like a heel flip or something like that. But like surfing now has been my thing. You fall in the ocean. It's like
but the waves are chill. Like I've gone when like I have my near death experiences in the ocean when like the waves are too aggressive. And now I don't try to impress anyone. If it's like huge, I'll just be like, you guys go. Like, I'm like a chill surfing experience. I don't want to feel like my life's in danger. You know, and I've had some of those before.
Yeah, and it's like it's nice.
It's also humbling.
Yeah, it is very humbling. Like being under the water for when
and
there's
then
a wave.
You finally get air, and then another huge wave is coming, bro. That's not a joke.
No, not at all. So it's been really cool to kind of like. Not only like build a community surfing around here, but then also like travel a little bit surfing, like going back to like kind of what I wanted to do after, like what was always the mission. It's always been travel.
Right.
It's always been like having money to be like comfortably travel and like experience new things and meet new people and kind of just like live life whenever you want to do it. So I was able to go to Nicaragua, go surfing, which was like great.
I was surfing there, bro.
Dude, that was a cool experience because their waves are like. They're bigger, but Jersey waves are just
they crash. They like whitewash.
They smash you. So those are like kind of like they had more point breaks, but they were still big. And we went to like a surf camp, and like I didn't know what to expect because I'd never been like outside of the country really. And we were going to the one like when we were getting like planning this thing. I went with my wife. We went to Nicaragua, and it was like. From the airport to the surf camp, it was supposed to be a half hour, like on the sheet. It took like 3 hours. I'm sitting here, like the guy doesn't speak English. I was like, oh fuck,
why did it take so long?
It just made miscommunication on the website.
Oh, true.
And I was like,
are you starting to get like
a little worried? I was like a little worried. I was like, bro, this guy just picked us up at the airport. Like I don't know what
this is stuff film.
Yeah, I'm in Nicaragua. It was supposed to be a half hour.
Exactly, but they don't speak. It gets sketchy because but honestly, those are like the thrilling experiences. Yeah. Obviously, be safe.
No.
But like that shit makes you feel alive. I mean, like that's living.
That's living. When you're there, they're like, make sure you check your shoes for scorpions because the scorpions like to crawl into the shoes.
I've had a scorpion run into Guatemala. I almost stepped on one in the shower of a mansion. And as soon as I almost stepped out, I looked up. I was like, thought it was a roach at first. I'm like, scorpion. I ran the other. I'm like, yo, I want to go back to America now, bro. I'm done with this, bro.
That's the thing too. Like traveling, going across the world. Like even like how you said, you were in London for 3 months. Ain't nothing like America, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I
nothing like America, bro. I always like going back home.
At the end of it, I'm like,
really nice to travel. It is really nice to like.
But this will be my home base forever, bro.
But yeah, like United States, they got it like the right way, man.
Yeah.
Like we do like. There's a lot of stuff that's fucked up in the world right now, obviously, and.
We have a lot of opportunities here. Like you get to go do your open mic and your vinyl thing. I get to start businesses. Like I mean, there's a lot of opportunity.
It is like the land of opportunity.
Exactly.
And like it's crazy like how many people don't appreciate that really, or like some people would rather just complain. You know,
people just hate America. Even that live here, I'm just like, listen. First of all, there's always problems anywhere you go, and I'm not denying there's fucked up things that happen here. But like, this is your home, and also you still live here. So if you hate it so much. Fucking leave. Bounce, bro. Like if you hate it, then bounce. But like, there are so many opportunities, and like we have freedoms to do a lot of things. And
but dude, fuck taxes though. Actually,
seriously, change that shit. Like, I don't want to give you all my money. Chill. And also let us go to doctors for free and shit. But like,
but other than that,
us for president. But other than that, it's pretty tight. We got behind us going.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If you ever start feeling that way and you're like, oh shit, I can't believe, like, look at my paycheck or like my gross pay versus go to the beach.
Just go to the beach, just reset. And also, like, full circle. The beach is when I was having a really low period a couple months ago. I talked about this. Like, I came to the beach just to reset myself. And that's when I had the revelation and clarity to start a podcast. I didn't even think about it. Like, I just came to the beach. I was like, just started thinking about my life. I looked at the ocean and I was like, I need to start a podcast. It's like divine intervention, bro. Like that's the universe just like sent that to me at the beach.
It is,
and I just knew I needed to do it. And from that day, I started planning and just made it. Now we're doing it, bro.
And you know what? Like if you're any time of the day, like you go to the beach, like especially the morning and the night and stuff like that.
Before everyone's there, sunrise on the beach is so beautiful. I've done a few days where I start as the sun's coming up and just like meditating on the beach.
Yes.
Nothing like that.
Exactly. Just find your place.
Exactly.
Your place.
Yeah.
So like find a place that you find that is meditative to you and be able to utilize that space. Because you need something. Because there's so much.
Because life is overwhelming.
It is overwhelming. You just get so much stimulus. You're driving, your phones, there's emails,
social media, bro.
There's so much, and it's like that's something I need to work on more even too. Is like just like trying to disconnecting and kind of just like really just like kind of being in the moment, just being present.
100%. It's hard to. I mean, like we're like you become addicted to your phones, and I try to like set up some systems where I'm like, all right, 1 hour every day, don't put your phone away, you know. Yeah. And it's like you said, some people have the beach, others it might be nature, trail, and like even if not, maybe you don't have these opportunities. Like find your zen within. Yeah. Even like set up some candles in your room and like quiet everything down. Like it's really important to just figure out like how to create that space for yourself.
And even going back to like the beginning, records and vinyl, that is my space. Like even like putting on like music, it's just such that experience to me is like nothing else. Being able to like sit down and just like listen to like something and just like totally transport me to either where I got that record or just in that moment just like good music. So like which is really cool. It's like especially with like kind of like that like jazz, like anything like that.
Yeah, that's like that's like zen. Jazz is like pretty zen, you know?
Jazz, like it could be like a little boppy, but there's also like that good like that stuff that you just kind of lose yourself in.
Right.
That and like reggae and like dub, it's just like really kind of like very meditative to me. So it's like being able to find yourself in music too.
That's the best, man. All right, let's talk about last night for a second. Yeah. First of all, all right. I want to say. You said some awesome compliments to me about the podcast, and I super appreciate it. So I want to start by saying I'm grateful for you, bro. Because, like, we were talking about this the other day. Like, meaningful compliments are so important to say to people, right? Some people are just like, yo, that was cool. Yeah. I'm like, okay, but, like, how did I impact you? Like, so I encourage everyone who's listening, like, if you like something someone does or you're, like, complimenting someone, be specific, because that means so much more. Like, you were telling me, like, you really appreciated, like, how there was some basis for conversation, but, like, there was a flow, it kind of veered off, but always came back, and I appreciated that. So I want to tell you some things I specifically appreciated about the set last night, bro. So I got two specific things. All right, first, it was awesome. I was really impressed.
It was a fun time. It was a great Friday. Lovesick. Shout out my first place that I was able to DJ at, like, my full-blown, like, what I wanted to do, like kind of stuff. Yeah. Took a chance on me. Yeah, Lovesick
was dope. Like, I walked in the great vibe, and like, first of all, like, after I tell you the compliments, because it was awesome, I wanted you to explain like your process, because that just seems so natural. You're just like flipping. I'm like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
But the one is just that you had such a nice mix. You weren't just like staying in one zone. Like, I think you're doing reggae for a little bit. Then we went to do some Brazilian music and like getting you spicy dances and stuff. And you were telling me about that record that you got from Brazil, right?
Puerto Rico.
Okay, cool. So there was a mix of different music. So like there was all different vibes, but it had a nice flow. So it wasn't just like abrupt. It was like you like eased into it. You took us on a roller coaster. That was dope.
Thank you. I appreciate it, because that's exactly kind of you get it. You know what I mean? Like it's like. Often you'll see DJs and they're playing one type of genre of music, or like they stick to like kind of what they know, or like never push out of their comfort zone. Like I try to curate like my like set list to exactly like kind of like this one is Memorial Day weekend, Friday. I knew like I feel like I want to party, like we're by the beach, we're kicking off summer, so I wanted to kind of do like tropical, Brazilian, reggae, like funk, boogie, like, but be able to blend that in, make it mix, and then go with like what the crowd is feeling at that present moment. And that's like really kind of like important to me, is like kind of read the room and be able to kind of see and then be able to pull from there.
That's actually a perfect segue to my second compliment, which is your agility and ability to read the room. Bro, because at one point, like I think it was like a bachelorette party, they rolled in from the other room and there was just like 10 beautiful women, and I was like, everybody cheer for the DJ, and everyone was clapping. And bro, I think when they came in, you were like had like some reggae going on. The second they came in, you quickly flipped to with some like upbeat, like good like
dude,
party music. You knew so fast to just up the vibe,
threw in the Bad Bunny, bro. I was like, it was like, you know what? This party just came in. We gotta keep it here.
We gotta keep it exactly. Like, all right, they're here. I have a moment to capture their attention.
Yeah, like I have like songs or things that I'm gonna like maybe like set up throughout the night. But like when you see an opportunity like that and you want to keep the party going, it's like boom. MC on Nova. Yeah,
exactly.
Shout out to Lucky Records in Miami. They like that Bad Bunny album is like never released on vinyl. It's like a bootleg unofficial one.
Really?
Yeah, they had a copy down there last time I was down there. Shit, I was down there with my wife like maybe like 3 months ago. And it's in like the Wynwood area. And
I love that's like I don't really like Florida that much. I'm not a big Florida fan, but like Wynwood, such a cool vibe there.
Such a cool vibe there. That was when I finally got Miami because like we've been before. And I was like,
all right, parties on the beach,
cool.
Wynwood was when I got it too, bro.
Wynwood, I was like, I get it.
Like this rocks.
We like went to there's like it's a small little record store, just digging, hanging out. I saw the Bad Bunny there. I was like, do I really need it? We went down. We went down the street to Coyo Tacos. It was like a $5 margaritas, like smashed like. $5 because in Miami you're not getting $5 margaritas.
No, you gotta get bang for your buck. In your head, you just say, "I'm spending $30. However drunk I get is however drunk I get."
Dude, post 5 margaritas, I ran back to that store and got that.
I just saved on the margarita deal.
Yeah, I just saved on the margarita deal. We're spending it on Bad Bunny. That's a summer vibe right there. And you know what? It paid off like right after that.
How much does like a record like that go for?
That was a little more money that I would want to spend on like a Bad Bunny. But you know what? It was only worth it for that moment last night.
Exactly. For the moment, it paid off.
You should like have that in your arsenal, like because no one's really gonna have that kind of. Like it's like it just hits different on vinyl too.
Exactly.
Which is cool because like usually now I got to be like very concise. I'm like always trying to like dig for like kind of value, but like also what I love and like. There were like during the pandemic and stuff like that shit sucked. Like I would like,
oh my god,
dude, like there was no record stores open. Like,
did you at least have a decent collection by that point, or were you still?
Yeah, I had a decent collection at that point, but like I don't know, like it was just like being locked in a house and like then like online like records and like Reddit and shit like happened. And I was like, they're like shit was selling out and people are flipping stuff, and it was like so weird, so much better just like digging in person, like making connections. Right, like
exactly the community aspect, like you mentioned.
The community aspect is like the coolest part about like my favorite part about the vinyl is like meeting all my friends from Hot Wax, going anywhere in the world and being able to kind of step into a record store and be able to chat, talk, and be able to like get recommendations through there. We've been to Iceland. That was a fucking
dude.
Like that record stores in Iceland, and then they were like, "Okay, go to this place for a DJ tonight,"
and then they give you all the recommendations. You get the inside scoop, the local. That's what you want. You don't want the big thing. Like you want the local.
You want the local places that you want to go.
You want the lovesick of the cities around the world.
Exactly. So like we were in Paris, like digging records in Paris. Like where are you gonna go? Like where do you guys have like DJs and stuff like that? Like record DJs. They give recommendations. Like being able to have that community is like that's so cool. It's like being able to
opens up a world. Literally opens up the world.
It opens up a world, and it's like really cool just to like chat with like-minded people who like love music too, and like being and that's like something I suggest like always like going back to like Anthony Bourdain, like go find that local spot, go find that place that it's not on Yelp or like you know what I mean, like go find that place that people like in the town are in
and they're talking about,
and then. Like be able to explore from there and talk to people in that setting.
There's nothing better. That's so stimulating, dude. Just like it's like following a trailer. It's like being in a video game. You're like talking to the local, and they give you advice. And you're like, all right, here, like It's like it's stepping away. It's like we talked about. We're kind of plugged in so much to social media in the world. Like just being able to engage with locals,
dude. Being able to engage, just being able to have conversation.
I love that shit.
Like not like online. Be able to talk face to face. Like get like actual recommendations. Like just like kind of get in the vibe of like where the city is and like being able to see wherever you go from there. And even like talk about London, like how you were there previously. We stayed like because I love reggae, obviously.
Right.
We stayed in Brixton.
Brixton's cool.
Brixton was cool. Like it wasn't like my wife maybe like she was like I feel like I'm a little Jamaican right now, which she's cool for, which she was totally down with.
She's here for it, but it's like
it was like we were kind of like in like almost like Bed-Stuy. Like it was it was not like the rest of London, which is great because there was a cool ass record shop. They recommended us to a bunch of other places in London, so like always being able to like go into like a city and like stopping in and like finding places from there, which is
That's
cool.
the thing. When I was in London, so I lived there for 3 months, and every weekend I would bounce to a different city because I was just like, I'd never been in Europe before at that point. So I was like, I could easily get to Paris. I could go to Barcelona.
That's the shout out. All right. About Europe.
Yeah,
that's what Europe's got good. You
exactly.
can bounce
all
around.
the different, like you can bounce 2 hours and have different cultures.
Yeah.
Here you bounce 2 hours, you're in fucking Boston.
Yeah,
it's like, okay,
no,
Boston, but we're still the same people, the same food, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go 2 hour train ride from London to Paris, and different language, different culture,
and like
man, it's
the
so
flight's
dope.
like $40.
Yeah, it's
like
nothing,
30 euros or something like that. It's
nothing.
crazy.
And you get anywhere, Scotland, bro, all over. I was just bouncing around. So that was my favorite part. But like what you said, when I would go there, I went and I would go talk to some local. I would like literally go on my phone and learn how to like say a certain phrase in French and just go say it. And they appreciated that I was even trying. So then they would start giving me some tips, and I would just go around and I would walk like 5 miles around town and just like it was so.
Walking to town is another great thing.
Yeah, I don't want to because even
travel advice,
biking, it's too fast. I like walking. You're really soaking everething.
Yeah,
I love that.
And you could always just like stop in somewhere, grab a bite, grab a cafe, grab a beer,
exactly.
like some food.
It's so free. That's like. That's the free bird feeling. You know? I just feel like the world's at my fingertips.
And in the States, like, I don't know, like, you can't, like, if you want to, like, fly somewhere, it's like
Florida?
Yeah, like, and it's still going to cost you, like, $400.
Exactly. It's like, all right, because I like going to California. It's like the most different thing for us. We got mountains and shit, but that's like a really expensive flight.
Yeah, and so when you're in Europe, like, those flights are cheap as fuck.
Yeah, you take train. Like, I took the train from London to Paris.
Oh,
like,
nice.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. Where's your favorite place in Europe that you went?
It's a tie. I still haven't decided. I bounce back and forth. It's between Barcelona and Paris. And both of the reasons, best food ever. Best food ever. And just such a dope vibe. Like, I went in Paris, I went to do you know Action Bronson? Fuck That's Delicious, that show?
He has like an event coming up, like the Fuck That Delicious 10-year anniversary in Brooklyn coming up, like maybe like in a couple weeks.
I gotta go to. I met him last year at the pop up he did in Little Italy in New York. I went out to that, I was smoking. He was serving up lamb chops, bro. I got a video of that. That video kind of went a little viral because it was so dope. So I love him. I love his show.
Talk about transformation too.
Yeah, bro. He's like a bodybuilder that's so healthy and like jacked, dude.
Like always pushing himself, like, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. I would love to have him on the podcast. Put that out in the world, bro. Put that out in the universe.
Been there
doing that. Action Bronson edition. So I went to the place that he went to in Paris because of the show. The place is called Yard. And I went there, like, didn't understand the menu at all, but I tried asking a question in French, and she's like, I speak English. Do you want me to read you the menu? I was like,
please do.
Thank you so much. And then I got like these amazing like steak frites and like some big it's like shellfish. It's like clams but bigger. It's like escargot of the sea. So they're like bigger escargot, and it was just unbelievable to the point.
And like something you wouldn't have around here.
You wouldn't, and I didn't even know. I just had whatever she recommended. It was so good that I had all of Paris in front of me, and then I went back to that one spot for dinner. I walked around, I was like, I'm going back there for dinner, because they have a different menu for like, and it was just unbelievable, bro. And then in Barcelona, I had like the jamon iberico, which is like the deli meat. That's like, I just eat that like candy.
Yeah, like that filet mignon of like,
deli meat. So it's unbelievable. So I love the vibe at those spots, bro. And I just did quick weekends. It was almost like I did an appetizer sampler of Europe. I didn't spend like a long time anywhere, but I like checked out every place. That was
whenever we're in Europe, we're trying to do the same thing. We're always like, put 3 days here, 3 days in Nice, 3 days in Barcelona.
It's all at your fingertips.
Yeah, Malta. Like, even when we were in Malta, it's like that little island like right next to Italy and stuff like that. I was like, oh, we're gonna get island vibes. We're gonna get like all this good fish. They're like, bro, every fish that we do, we just ship it straight to Japan because they pay us way more money. So their specialty was rabbit. And
damn.
And it was delicious. I had a rabbit ragu with like a red wine. Oh my god!
I ate some guinea pig in Peru.
Yeah.
When I say when in Rome, bro.
When in Rome.
They eat guinea pig on a stick. I eat guinea pig on a stick.
So like even like going back to like travel and food and recommendations, like. Love like getting like recommendations from people for music. It's like people that like know the genre like and are very knowledgeable about it. I love like asking people like, hey, like what do you recommend? Like I have in my head what I'm looking for when I'm looking for music. Obviously when I go to stores or but it's so nice to hear like what people like listen to and like kind of like be able to like this is one of those ones you gotta have. So,
100%. And they're like giving you and they're sharing their story with you, so you're just exchanging stories. It's like, that's the stuff to me that makes life worth living, man.
Oh my god, dude, it's making life
some people just put their heads down and just walk through life with their head down. Like, I encourage everyone to engage with the world around you.
Engage, like that is like one of the biggest things. Is like just being present, being engaged, like kind of just taking full advantage of your surroundings around you. Because, it's just life's short. It's just
exactly. Life's short. That's cool. Hey, listen, I sometimes put my headphones in and either unplug. I don't want to talk to people. Just know, but other times
every day.
Exactly. You don't do it every day, but there's a lot of cool people with cool stories around you.
Exactly.
Sick. So, all right, I'll kind of wrap a little bit here, and then we're going to
jump in the water.
Then we're gonna jump in the water. We're gonna that ocean is calling our names.
That's cold, but it's calling our names.
It's calling our names, and then we're gonna finish the episode at your place. You're gonna show us some records.
Yeah.
But kind of, I guess. All right, at your place, I'll have you tell us a little bit about your process when you're spinning. So we'll do that there. Yeah. So I guess my kind of wrap up question. First of all, I want to say this has been an amazing conversation.
It's just nice just to be able to hang out on the beach and chill. I haven't seen you in probably 10 years.
Dude.
Look at you all tatted up, a little tank off, bro. Hanging out, doing your thing, being an entrepreneur, putting yourself out there. And honestly, even if I didn't fucking know you, that was a good ass podcast I listened to those past ones. Shout out to Shady, shout out to Mark. Those were really inspiring, and it was really made my commute that much better.
That, dude.
And as soon as it left me wanting more. Every time I was if the next one ended, I was nice. Let's go.
Let's go to the
next one.
This is an amazing conversation. This is going to be another one of those super inspirational ones. You're part of it, bro, because you're an inspirational dude too.
It's
so
nice to be able to have a community of people that are just being able to do life, but in their own way, and not just not 9 to 5, not clocking out.
Bro.
Life has so much to offer, and so much out there that it's so cool to find a little niche area that you really want to grasp and take advantage of it.
Oh yeah, learn from each other and everything. So thank you for this. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
So I would say just one question that I try to ask at the end of everything is, what does it mean to live a fulfilling life? For those out there that are listening, maybe they're stuck in a rut, or maybe they're doing their 9 to 5. There's more out there.
Yeah.
What would you say to the people about what it means to live a fulfilling life, bro?
Okay.
Big question.
Find your passion. That's what it really is. Find something that really that you love and that you really can see yourself growing with, because you want to be able to kind of continue it throughout your life if you can, you know what I mean? It's hard out there right nowadays, obviously we talk about America, but America does suck for a lot of people. You got bills, you got this shit.
Right,
there's a lot of
a little bit.
We're thankfully we're in very good situations. We help put ourselves there through the
right, by taking out the hard work, grinding, and seeing the opportunity.
Even if you do that hard work and grinding, it doesn't happen very well. So it's nice. It's really try to just find something that you enjoy and fuels your soul. It fuels your soul, because it happens in a blink of an eye.
Exactly, like we said, maybe we saw each other 5 years ago, 10 years, maybe it's 15 years. It just starts going faster as you get older.
Yeah.
So seize the day.
Seize the day. Yeah. So that's cool. And just don't be afraid. It's never going to be the right time to do something. It's there's always going to be something I didn't want this talent, I want this before I do this. No, just do it.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you
do
are
some Michael Jordan fucking Nike, just do it.
Or some Shia LaBeouf. Awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Wise words, dude. Fucking appreciate you.
No.
We'll finish this thing at your place, bro. Talk some records.
Perfect. Let's do it.
All right. Let me turn this mofo off. What's up, everyone? You just enjoyed an awesome episode of us at the beach, chilling. We're sunburned. We're a little hot. I want to introduce the next segment, which is Kyle doing a quick dish sesh.
We just
showing us some records.
Yeah, it's a little spin, a little fun. Sometimes when we go out to the clubs, we'll do a little bit more boogie, funk, but this is truly what some of them music, hip hop, reggae, soul, Latin, and this is just a kind of freeform. Yeah. And we were dancing. Having a good time. So, hey, keep watching, keep enjoying, and discover some new music. Yeah. Here we go. All right. Peace. Enjoy, mofos. Welcome to Black Jungle.
Oh yeah. This is an immersive experience, everybody. Quikdish in the absolute house right now. Dude.
Okay, welcome back. We just nailed it the first time, and we weren't recording.
I kept waiting to record, and then you're like, dude, he just did it so awesome.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's still we're so good.
I'm like, tell me when you're recording.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not recording. So we missed the first one, but we came through on the second one.
Okay. Welcome back to the
It's been a great day.
podcast.
We got a little sunburn. We were out in the sun. We had a
we got a
day,
little
all
sun.
right? We got a little exploration. We got some cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
The ocean front. You showed me your music. Amazing experience. Hey, everyone who's going to be a guest on this show, just know the bar is really high for experiences you can set for me. And he absolutely crushed it because he took me through. We had some espressos. It was good.
Cheesesteaks.
It's been a good day.
Okay. So, bring it all back now. We're kicking things off here with a little Lee Scratch Perry. So me and Ben were just walking on the, just got her done her delicious cheesesteaks.
It was so good. Shout out to, what's the place called?
Speakeatery, bro. Go to Speakeatery. The best sandwiches, breakfast, lunch.
Ingrained in cheese. The cheese is immersed, just like this podcast is immersed in your ears.
Yeah, man.
So what do we got
we were
here?
walking down Cookman Avenue, and he goes, "Oh, look, it's House of Independence. My brother Dana is doing his show there.
He's doing the return show June 1st. After this episode's aired, you would have missed it.
Yeah, it's okay. Shout out to Dana's band.
Shout out to
multiple bands.
That show was sick. Great show, guys.
And one of my favorite shows at House of Independence ever was this Blackboard Jungle. Like, I forget what anniversary it was, but
it was a special one.
It was a special one.
You gotta
Lee Scratch
strive.
Perry was there. It was like probably halfway through the concert. I was like, I'm never gonna have this opportunity again. I got freaking Lee Scratch Perry here. There was probably like 20 people in the crowd.
That's it.
It was a very low key. It was like a weeknight in October. I'm there with my wife, and he's absolutely crushing it.
And this is a legend. I need
an absolute legend. I know they have this album. Shout out to Holdfast Records. I got this album there back in the day.
Yeah, bring it close to the camera real quick.
So, right here, you can see signed by Lee Scratch Perry. Also, some of his bandmates, Ashton Bennett, he just passed away too. But halfway through the concert, I just started hightailing it. I was running back from the venue back to the house, scrambled, trying to find it.
How many records do you have about in this place?
There's quite a few that have been groaning.
I'd say thousands.
Yeah. So shout out to my wife. Thank you very much. So ran back, got him right up front. He like signed it for me on stage.
You came back and was he coming out? Was it like perfect timing?
It was he was coming out. He was performing. I had a Sharpie. I never even have Sharpies on me, but this is the album that started it all and like dub and like everything like that. Yeah. So this is the way I wanted to like just kick off the inside. And then just this is like kind of like the stuff that I like to incorporate into all my sets, like just like kind of like you got the reggae, but like maybe something you haven't heard before, maybe like
a little more underground stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Lee Scratch Perry is a legend, but when you hear reggae, obviously Bob Marley.
That's the first people come.
Yeah. So this is why we're gonna go through some of the things that you might not hear, but you might want to listen to in the future.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I like this. I've just. So everyone knows, for a while we were just chilling here. He was showing me some records, and it was all amazing.
Yeah,
I was like,
we were having a good time.
We had a good ass time. So I
So,
trust your taste now.
Cool. So we'll kick things off at the next person.
Sick, and I like how there's the two go right back and forth.
Yeah. So next, actually, these cuts are we're just going with the vibe right now to kind of let's say. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So next up, we were talking about hip hop before and stuff like that. We were talking about like upcoming artists, and this is like one of my all-time favorite upcoming artists. I just saw him recently in Philadelphia with Drew and our boy Mike at Kung Fu Necktie.
Oh, Kung Fu Necktie.
Dude,
it's the tiniest venue ever.
Tiniest venue ever. He didn't go on until like midnight. It was a school night. Like, yeah,
we're staying away.
We're staying away, but it was totally worth every single moment. Billy Woods, check him out. But like tying into what we were just talking about,
there's some really cool art here in the covers.
So this is like on the insert of his album. This is one that's playing right now. But right here at the bottom, it says R.I.P. Lee Perry. So
that's
tying it,
ties right in.
Okay. In addition, he has like some killer artwork on this last one. It was just really cool. Always has like independent artists kind of do his thing. One of my favorite albums.
That is so cool. Right? It's like art. Like you can put these vinyls all.
And that's part of like the curb appeal sometimes. Like when you're digging like kind of like even like other like dollar records and everything like that. Is like I'll take a chance on it if it has a cool cover.
Exactly. I will judge this book.
I will judge a book by the cover, especially if the price is right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So we definitely judge a book by its cover all the time.
Gotta do it sometimes. It panned out. So how do you pick which types of music on a given night? Is it just kind of like going with the vibe, like based on who's there and everything?
Bringing the 2 crates and then kind of curating what I have in my mind beforehand, and then like taking it from there. So right now we're gonna go. We're gonna go to Brazil.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah.
So you got the cultural vibes here.
Yeah,
you got
so
the hip shakers.
So this is like a kind of like almost like a psychedelic tune. And let's see if this is even it. I haven't listened to this one in a minute, but yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So see, like it's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
You take us on a journey.
So yeah, we're just mashing it up. We're just mashing it up today.
This is the Quikdish edition.
Okay, so talking about just in general, like we were talking about traveling and digging before, and then this is one of those ones that I found on a trip that was like, damn, I love this. So this was Puerto Rico.
Nice.
We were talking about it last night. I brought that one Puerto Rican Brazilian track by Jorge Bam. That was a fun night.
This is a spicy night. I love it.
So that was a little spicy. And then this one, the place where I dug it out of, it was a library in the middle of Rico, but they had just a ton of records in the back, and they were all over the place. So you literally it's just nothing organized, just like records everywhere, like, and I just. Again, shout out to my wife. They were my wife. Like, luckily, she was like, I was like, go to the beach. I took an Uber there. I'm like, I'm in the bathroom. It's like 80 degrees and sunny, and like I'm like in a fucking library in the back of this thing, digging records.
I gotta find it.
Did
you know what you were looking for, or you're just looking for gold?
Kind of just like looking for whatever. So this is Gal Costa, and. So you dig records, and then you're able to just bring them to the counter, and then you put it on the counter, and then right here. So, but this is it right here, and it's like just to hear it. This is like one of the last.
Dude, this makes you shake your hips, bro.
So you bring the records to the front, and then he just makes up a random number.
He just says a number,
and I went there the first time. And he said a number, and it was a bad number. It was a bad number. I don't like that number. I was like, I'm out. So lower number. I came back the next day, dug a little deeper, brought more over. So I was like trying to like do like a bigger bundle. Yeah. The bundle package.
You got a good bundle?
Yeah, the bundle.
Happy with the good deal? Yeah. You gotta work the deal, man.
But yeah, like that was a cool ending to a track where I was like, that is a vibe.
That's a great vibe. And all right, when you're doing this live at like shows, how are you so quickly flipping back and forth between like discs and both of these? What are these even called? I'm an idiot. Are these turntables?
Yeah, so these are turntables.
Okay, so I got one thing right.
Yeah, no. We got the turntables here. We got the mixer, and it's just obviously just like kind of like go right back and forth where you're gonna do this. You usually have your levels right here where you just like kind of adjust all your highs, lows, and your music, like sound and stuff like that. Your master, which like attaches to like whatever your speakers and receiver. But yeah, it's just like it's not too bad, but like there's people who do it really good. Shout out to like
just like back and forth, like real quick.
Yeah, like who are just like experts and like kind of like just like working an analog turntable. So that's one of the goals for this year.
You'll get it, bro. You'll get it. Just keep doing it. It's to put in the reps.
Exactly, that's what it is. You just gotta put the time in. So, yeah. So this is still Gal Costa over here. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see if this is
I should probably put these records in the show notes too, so people want to check them out.
Yeah. So this is kind of like a funky, like kind of.
It's the Boston Power stuff.
Yeah, this is like. So. Continuing with the travel theme, this is like a cool one that was like pulled from. Whatever the record shop is in Pilsen, Chicago.
Shout out Chicago record
shout
shop.
out to Chicago.
we see you.
That was a good one, dude. My friend stayed in like this area, like a little like neighborhood area called Pilsen, and it had like some like cool selections, and like this is kind of
I like that. That's the random ones that you just like stumble into are the best for.
Literally, it was like stuff like this, like alright, like I wouldn't be able to find this any like where else really around here.
Yeah, dude, it's like they're all a great vibe and a great tempo, and you just like kind of go up and down, a little flowy with it.
Yeah, or just
feels good. And you make people move. You're just like you can't possibly stand still to this kind of stuff.
Right. This is like, but it's not like something on the popper mainstream where you're gonna hear it, where it's like, which is nice. Where it's like I like trying to be able to try to introduce people to new tunes, but
oh yeah, don't ban this Spotify. Let us show them.
Okay, next up, this one reminds me of my wife because this is like one of those records I had when we were still in our first apartment, like back on the other side. I had like just like a wooden like play all record player with speakers inside of it. Like it was just like a classic like the sound of like shit and stuff like that. But who cares? It was just like fun.
As long as you're starting.
Yeah, that's where like kind of started was, and like I didn't get these till like a couple of years ago when we were talking about on the beach where my friend Johnny was like kind of like pushing me a little bit.
True, like yeah, support system.
And then so this is Ika Mouse, and he's like another one of those like kind of like reggae legends where I was introduced by Holdfast.
I love that you slowly lower the left and
yeah,
we're just going.
Yeah, we're just.
Ooh.
And then this is where like kind of like this Yeah, and this is like.
Dude, last night, whenever I wasn't paying attention, you would do that noise and it would bring me, lock me in, bro. I would lock in. Whoa, I'm here, bro. Dude, everyone talking about
pay attention to
everybody, look, I'm the DJ. You gotta swish them into submission, dude.
But yeah, so like just like stuff like this. It's just like summer. It's just like
I feel like you could be walking down the street like this with your friends.
Yeah, just like kind of just like
The music video for this is 48 hours straight, and it's just you and your buddies dancing down the street, bro. That's the only way it could be.
Yeah, the only way it's gonna work. But yeah, if you're gonna get 2 reggae albums, these are 2 highly recommended. Ika Mouse right here, Skidip, bro.
Skidip, dude. Skidip, let's party.
And this is it right here too, Ika Mouse.
Dude, let's show this
Let me
guy
go.
in the back. Show this guy in the back. He's just, these guys are such a fucking vibe.
Dude.
Like, how can you be that cool? No one can wear that, bro. You're just, you can't.
right.
It's not for him, bro.
That's the only
Only he can wear that. And it's like, dude, his power stance is like.
And he's got that constant power stance.
Dude.
I recently found this record. It's been on my list for a while now. So I found it at a record show in Philadelphia. The day I met you. So I was in a full circle. I was at a record show in the morning. That's what I was in the morning. I was helping out Holdfast Records. And then he split early, and he was like, "Go dig and have fun." And I was like, "Word!" Got to see one of my favorite DJs, Scheme Richards, spinning there.
Sick. And then you just happened to go to a bar, and I was there. Our universes did. Yeah, bring it in, bro.
And then, okay, so this is a song that I found there that I was like, same guy that I've been searching for this guy for.
Sick. I'm gonna go ahead and dedicate the song to me. You know?
Yeah, this is. And you'll probably like the lyrics to this one actually.
Every night and every day, it's a wonderful world that we live in today. Loving one another, let the good things be.
Oh yeah, baby.
Is so happy. Everyone is easy, happy and free. We should live together, every night and every day, it's a wonderful world that we live in today.
Dude, what's the longest? Yes. What's the longest you've ever DJ'd for straight, bro? How many hours?
It's like 5 hours. Almost like 5.5 hours.
Here's my challenge to you, bro. In the next 2 years, I'll give you a 2-year timeline. I want you to do a 24-hour set. Exactly 2 years.
My babies wouldn't be able to handle all of it. He doesn't switch out like NASCAR. Yeah, we need a NASCAR.
I got 2 years for it, so I hope they can happen.
We'll just go, rather than an extra long set, let's just go for an extra good short set.
Actually, we'll make it only 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We're going to make it just bomb and song.
Let's see. So for talking about just like social media and like learning DJs and stuff like that, this is a track that I found recently through a killer DJ that used to DJ around here. So DJ Prestige.
Just post like a story or
like
something?
he's a guy. Now he just like basically like lives in the Catskills and like fishes and like just lives a good life. Lives a good life, and he DJs in the city. Like sporadically, like whenever they want, because he can do whatever he wants, really.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, and then he just goes like fly fishing in the thing. It has like the sickest the sickest record collection.
Fly fisher by day, DJ by night.
Dude, like kills it. So this is a track that's like a newer one that they really recently like reissued. Whereas like copies of this were actually going for a lot, but now I think they were on her Bandcamp for a while, but. So
right,
shout out to
that segue.
Yeah, so shout out to DJ Prestige for So yeah, let's say. So we've been just kind of just chatting and talking about music, I guess.
Just been creating this amazing vibe experience.
Yeah, I can't believe this is uncut right now, which is pretty good. I'm glad that we got going on there. Yeah. We're just.
Hey, they got the most structure they can get out of us on the beat. This is like the bonus set. For anyone who wants to stay tuned to the episode, this is the
This is the good. Yeah, that's a good song though too. Yeah. Okay, I don't know which side is which, but this is obviously essential for mostly people to know. but I found this copy. It's I think it's from '87.
Fucking 87.
Or I don't know. I actually don't even quote me on that, but it's an older copy.
Yeah, that year
it's
was
an older
tight.
copy because it's like the cover is different, and I found it at a flea market. Let's see what year it is. It says nothing on here.
Songs.
Yeah. But
From 87.
No,
right? Chicago.
no.
Chicago flea market.
Obviously, everybody knows.
Dude, but I don't know. Everyone except for Ben there doing that.
No, Ben knows.
Ben knows. Yeah,
Ben knows. Ben knows.
I'm totally about to know.
I don't know. Let's see what song starts first. Let's see. No!
I don't know, dude!
Joy Division.
I wanted to know. I don't know to listen to that much.
Really? Okay.
So I wanted to know. So I forget myself.
Okay.
But you guys know. You all know. Alright?
So, don't quote me again, obviously.
And don't quote me on anybody else's last one. Alright? This is a bonus.
Kind of like the summer. Yeah. So this image, like if you didn't know Joy Division, this image is like a electromagnetic radio waves on
really?
from like a radio station in like Brazil or something like that. I have no idea.
I didn't know that.
I don't even know that. Yeah, don't quote me, but some sort of like radio waves. Like that's what
Radio waves, Joy Division.
Yeah.
What was your first ever record?
Oh, so not my first, but this is the one that kind of changed a lot of it for me. And
It's getting faster, moving faster now. It's getting out of hand.
this Clock Tower Records.
Oh.
So what it is like it's a compilation, which is like every good day loves a good compilation because like, you have all different artists.
Send that front to back. Really,
Yeah,
right?
you can send that front to back like a long time. If you have a good comp, like bro, and you're back,
Yeah, you're good. Then
it's
you
great.
just,
You just bounce back and forth, like
True.
yeah, which is like wonderful. So this was kind of like the style of reggae that I've never heard before prior to like going to Holdfast and everything like that. And this was the kind of one that really set me off into.
True, you're like, okay, I take this.
Yeah. And this is Joy Division. This is good. All right, yeah. Come on.
What is to you, what is to me? We will be okay. I'm what you know, what you hold. I take no pity from your friends. Who is right, who can tell? Who gives a dark eye? Till the spirit, the sensation takes hold, then you know. Till the spirit, the sensation takes hold, then you know. Till the spirit, the sensation takes hold, then you know. I got the spirit.
Gotta finish this. So yeah.
Because you didn't enjoy the mission, we got the whole
song. We got the whole song. You should read the story about Ian Curtis, dude.
Is it pretty crazy? What happened?
Yeah, he kills himself.
Oh,
There's a really good movie though about his life.
oh, what's that called? I've heard of that movie before. Ooh.
Like this stuff, like where I'm like,
Yeah, this like turns your life slow motion.
yeah, it was like,
Boom.
so.
If you were trapped on an island and only could take one record with you, bro,
yeah,
which would it be?
That Joy Division one's up there, but
That's it. What?
That's a good question because I couldn't even.
You just have so many, bro. I don't
There's
even know
so
how
many.
you pick. So many different styles, so many different types.
So let's see what else we're gonna talk about. I think. So yeah, this is like kind of like the style that I was like I had not heard but prior to this. Where,
True, it's like a little different.
Yeah,
I really like this vibe, bro. I could be on a beach drinking Corona.
Right. Yeah. And then talking about travel and just like being able to like take recommendations from like a different shop or whatever like that.
Right.
There's a really cool record shop in Paris, France, if you like kind of like punk style, but like even like just like more so even Born Bad Records. Was able to stop by there, and this was like one of my favorite tracks. Like I had a stack of 45s that I went to the counter with, and then I was like, hey, by any chance, like what else do you recommend? This is what I got.
Right.
And he pulled like a couple up for me, and like this was one of them.
You're like,
and
I accept.
Yeah, and I was like,
and there's a cross on the cover.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. Let's see if this is a song. Okay, well, that's not the song. 1 second.
I was like, wow, sick. Ooh.
Nope.
I liked
that was good. Let's see the song. It's in French. Not that it makes a difference.
Dude, that's my native tongue.
Here we go. We nailed it. Right here. This is it. So yeah, going full circle with the cross.
That's where we're at, baby.
Like, if you
go surfing before 12 on Sunday.
Yeah, it was this Nicola Casimir.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is. So this is like kind of like stuff that I would want to try to incorporate to my set, where it's just like kind of like a little bit different. But
you're like, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome, wake up, motherfuckers! It's Friday night in the house.
Let's do it. Yeah. And when you're taking recommendations.
Dude, I can fucking crowd surf to this, bro. I can actually take a surfboard and ride on top of people's heads, dude. I feel like I'm in a video game running in slow motion, you know, with like electric. And there's just
there's like a
yeah, there's like a boulder behind me. Oh shit! Get out of there quick!
So we're gonna slow it down right now for a second.
We're just I feel like, dude, you're just controlling my body right now. I'm like, dude, what are you doing to me?
And so, Eat the Rich is the song.
This is so sick, dude. Dude, you gotta play St. Vitus one day. You need a Vitus, bro.
Yeah, we can do it.
They just gotta open back up first. Then we'll get them. Oh.
So this is like kind of like just like talking about like the style of reggae that I would kind of maybe like also talk about great covers and like just like setting like a weathered kind of just like that look.
I've been through some shit.
Yeah, right. But like optimistically.
Yeah, there's hope in
the eyes. Yeah.
So the people, if you're driving, pull over.
Yeah. So this is like a great album, Ethiopian,
like,
everything crashed, but like. optimistic.
You know, there's a bright
Yeah,
future
they're
ahead of
bright.
us.
Yeah,
There's music,
yeah.
creativity, friendship, the sun, the beach.
Okay. I love supporting people like
With big butts. I love supporting people with big butts.
yeah.
So what are you actually
well, shout out to my wife. 'Cause she does.
Nice save.
No, she does. Yeah, that's why. These guys are Philly cats, bro. There's like a record label that like drinking beer with prostitutes. Come on. How could you not like an album cover like that? And this guy does like all the artwork, and that's like one of the rappers, and that's one of the rappers.
American! Oh, dude, Memorial Day weekend!
Shout out to the troops.
We forgot to mention earlier.
Yeah, but
shout out, respect to the troops. Memorial Day weekend. We remember
Dude,
why we're here. Okay, we got it.
Freedom's not free. But
that is awesome, though. I can't wait to hear what it actually sounds like.
So I gotta find the one I want.
Prostitutes. Let's see
it's probably one of the best intros I've ever heard.
I can only fucking imagine.
Let's see what we got here.
A lot.
No, not this one. Alright, we'll find it.
Oh, man. Back on the bricks.
Back on the bricks.
Back on the bricks. I have not listened to this one in a minute, but it's like I got it literally just for this one.
Is that a booty in the
middle? Yeah, that's a booty.
Oh my god.
This is pretty good though too.
That is sexy.
Man, oh bro, like this is
Banging whores.
Oh yeah.
Was that Charlie?
Yeah, this is a Rashi.
No, I mean, is that Frank?
Yeah. Alright, ready? This is. But yeah, alright, Ray, this intro is really good too. I got this for this. Okay, let's bring the mic close for this one.
Let's both
One of the things I like doing most is banging whores. I go out and bang a lot of whores. Listen, here's the thing. I'm gonna have to jump off here. So you guys enjoy the rest of the tour on your own, okay?
oh, we supposed to get back to our tour bus.
That's your problem. Welcome to Philly.
Welcome to Philly. That's the best, bro.
That's one of the best intros.
That's a great intro.
These are guys who are just like doing it, bro.
They're just like for real.
This is like, I don't doubt anything that they say. They're like completely.
They're authentic.
Yeah,
they're very authentic.
I'm all full of light and I swing rods. I keep my feet up on the golden sand like King Ford. Supreme lavish, between savage and steam cabbage. Hitting the scene with a clean passage. And what you niggas kicking scene champions. I'm scheming for the pot of green, reaching for a lot of cream status. You put casino tips, Desert Eagle clips. You leaking like you in the Quentin Tarantino flick.
Talking about Ashton Bronson before, and then also for one of the first hot waxes that we did. This is not Ashton Bronson, but this guy like always reminded me kind of like that vibe a little bit. This is Crime Apple, and this is like someone that like you might not have heard, like the record is pretty cool.
That's cool. Show that.
Yeah. So Crime Apple, he's actually playing at what's it called? It might be Brooklyn or something like that coming up soon. Yeah. Supply and Demand. You ever they have like a shop out? Like
I haven't heard that.
I love Berettas and whole cheddar.
Berettas and whole cheddar, bro.
This is real experience.
Yeah, summer weather gets hose weather, bro. Like this is.
Butter levels and low sweaters. Heavy in the waist region. I'm in your face naked.
But yeah, so like this was. I love like a good sample.
It's nice.
Wow. shit above the norm. We saw the flood and storm. The feeling wasn't warm. My love is torn. My uncle puffing corn. Butter form, transform my dorm from dusk till dawn. Shit I gotta live with and still might serve the God. Hurts inside. Try to say a prayer, I put a law first. Awkward. Carvel yells for the soft serve. I hit the bag cause everything is weak. I'm quenching y'all thirst. That famous rapper sweet. Fella touch him, that's a starburst. I mean really, y'all ain't even fucking with the artwork. The verse, that's sharp work. Haters like Shark Week. Dying like I'm Park Greek. Lamb in coma. Aroma like I could defeat glaucoma.
Close out with like one or two more of your favorites.
Yeah, we'll wrap up now. Yeah. Let's
Yeah, well, we got one or two more. Let's see.
Let's think.
Let's think. You know, this is nice vibe.
Let's think. All right.
Now this shit sound no question. I would have been Pablo's favorite. So if you just rap, this name don't say it. That's basic, true lineage. Rappers ass, that's the anal climate. Sput on the barrel, keep the neighbors quiet. Whisper over your head, I scrape the pirates. My team assignment. The road was rough, you couldn't take the mileage.
So talking about like 45s and like
those are like the small ones, the
yeah,
singles,
so
right?
They don't like it, motherfucker. All these pussy ass fools, man. Fuck 'em. When they ask how much the price is, he's doubling it on them. Cause they ain't believe from the motherfucking beginning.
Make me jealous, I don't need Margielas to get soft in the mascara. Spreading on her like Bam Margera. Avoiding Basso, can't wipe the trolley. But if she asking, I do the friend count like Jackson Pollock. Or just $1. Pain made me human, God made me special. Illuminati let us track. I never smoked a pebble.
okay. So keeping the
I
theme.
never smoked a pebble,
So this is like just maybe something that no one's probably gonna hear. This was like one of the craziest, like talking about like going to like just like digging in general and like just like always being down to like game whatever.
Right.
So on
Did you know what it was when you saw it? or
No,
was it
so
like,
we'll give the story right here. So like music god every forward. Okay, so this is like just a very chill like kind of like instrumental, but it's not like you were talking about getting copyright or anything like that. You'll never find this. Like,
Spotify doesn't know about this.
this song right here is like. If you find it on like we were talking about Discogs and stuff like that,
True,
it's
that's
like
very-
these little like 45s are like 300 something like that. If you try to find one,
That's crazy.
So
it's rare.
it was So it was like from a Facebook ad in the Bronx. It just said reggae 45s, and it was like a big pile, and there was nothing like no descriptors, no names in them, no nothing, and it was literally Labor Day weekend or something, like one of the holiday weekends. I got out of work at 3:30. There was the day the New York Marathon was going on.
Oh, true.
Whatever the day the New York Marathon was, and I just was like 4 o'clock. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. Like driving to the Bronx sucks so bad. There was no price on it. I don't know what records are in there.
Sent it, bro?
I just like went full send, and I was like, you know what? I saw one record and I was like, it looks like it's gonna be a good one. It wound up being this guy's like whole DJ collection of just like rare reggae 45s. He used to like just DJ like 45s and stuff like that.
I'm so glad I drove out here.
I'm literally like, it was in a shed in the back of a house in the Bronx. And it was like 7 o'clock at night. It's a fucking dirty, heavy, whole huge box of 45s. Yeah. He's like, you can't just like dig through. He wasn't like, you're not letting go. He's like literally just fucking like, you buy them all right now. And I was like, looking through them, but it was like using my phone flashlight. I don't know, and it was like still like kind of like, it wasn't like cheap, but it was like, but if you try to find all these 45s, yeah. So like this was like one of the like rare finds I found from her, which is like kind of just like, it's nice, like you know, like
Very nice.
yeah, right.
You got the right jams for living on the beach.
Yeah. And then I guess we'll.
First of all, thank you for showing us these. This is all amazing, and it's opening my horizons because it's great music I enjoy listening to, but it's like I don't listen to this on a day-to-day. So it's cool to like hear a different style and a different vibe.
Yeah.
So everyone out there, even if it's not what you listen to, check this stuff out.
And then this is all finished with like this is like an original like screen printed. This is screen printed in Jamaica.
Oh,
like Bob Marley and the Wailing Wailers back in the day. Like this is an actual screen printed copy.
Wow.
From like Studio One. This is like Coxstone, like one of the guys like that Joe brought back from Jamaica. So maybe we'll play a little bit of that.
Jamaica's top-rated singing sensations.
I have the 2 copies because this one doesn't play as clean, but it's just a cool piece of Jamaican history.
Sure, it's just cool to have it.
Let's see. We'll play. We'll finish off with a.
Oh, that feels good, bro.
Rude Boy. OG Rude Boys.
Well, thank you, bro. Give us some parting words, bro. What about people thinking about maybe getting into vinyl, getting into collecting, any of it? What are some words for people who just want to get into this world a little more?
Just go to check out your local record store. You know what I mean? Like find a good local record store by and like nearby because it's really cool to like build a community that you like get able to talk to and like just like
engage the world. Like we're talking about, engage with the community.
Try to avoid buying your records off of like Amazon or Walmart and stuff like that. Just like go to their store, go through the used section. Yeah, there's so much good used heat out there that you can kind of just like totally enjoy within a budget, which is nice. It's like right now like the market has gotten like crazy because like kind of like just everybody like kind of wants a lot. But yeah, it's been popping off. So like there's a lot of like craziness and like not to say that I haven't like bought some craziness, but like it's so much better to like that's the one thing I really love about it to go into
even feeling the records like in your hands, bro.
Exactly.
So kids, get off the damn phones. Get off the tablets, get to your record store.
Yeah.
All right, sick, bro. Awesome, Sesh. Thank you, brother.
Peace out, man.